Oh, it's cold in the workshop, but today we've got a wheel bearing on another Mk7 Golf. We do loads of these here. So what I'll do is I'll show you the fault first. The customer's complaining about a noise. So you see it just runs and runs and runs, like there's no resistance on it at all. Then if we do that, the wheel's looks like it's gonna fall off. So we're gonna replace this. First step, wheel. So I'm doing radius pads on this as well, so I'm gonna wind the handbrake off. Just like that. Brr, it's freezing in here, man. So it does that, winds itself all the way back. Just like that. Turn ignition off, let's see if I can reach. So ignition's off. Replace brake pads, finish installation, turn it on, click OK. So I'm going to do the wheel bearing first anyway, so let's go and grab my tools. Okay, so I'll get the calipers off, pull the clip off, 7mm bit driver on a 10mm ratchet spanner, boom, pull them out, get them there, caliper off, outer pad doesn't have the tab, inner pad does have a little spring on it, so remember that. Discs, folks. So what I do here is I just give it a bit of a like that. As we can see here, brake disc does come off, which is good. Finito, that's off. So we'll get this wheel bearing off now, get this cap off. So the cap is off. What I'm going to do on the other side is do a similar thing, because the old disc came off because it was so thin. New disc doesn't just slot in, so either you undo the 14s at the back, which are a right pain, or you just slide the bearing off, put the bearing on with the new disc, which is what I'm going to do on both sides. I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so wheel bearing is off, pistons pushed back, lubricated inside the piston. Give the inside a bit of a brush to get the loose stuff off, clean the surfaces up at pads, and put the new bearing on. So we have here FAG bearing, my favourite bearings to fit, which isn't genuine. These are really good kits, these. So I'll get the new bearing out and put it on. It's as simple as just putting it on. So I get this bearing, very good quality. Put this on. What I also do is inside there where all the old Loctite is, I blow it all out. That wheel bearing goes on here like this. So that's all been blown out, so all the Loctite's not there. Because all this Loctite off the old bolt just chills. So if I get this new disc here, and I go in here, I'm going to pull the bearing out with one hand and slide them both in as a pair. So bearings flipped on with the disc, that's on. I'm going to torque this up 200 Newton meters plus 180 degrees. Paint mark it off at 200, do 180, and then pads on, and we're done. So this is a bar I use, it's a 3/4 inch bar. It's friggin' huge. And this is great for these because this is very, very tight. Just recheck technical data, and that is 200 plus 90 on this vehicle, so it's been torqued up. We're all nice and solid now, so get these pads on and get this finished. I'm gonna put this cap on as well, which you actually get one in this pack here. Where have I put it? You get it in the kit, which is great. Get a nice new one here, and I shall use a rubber mallet to get that on. But if you're doing this, calipers need to be so clean that the pads go in and out lovely, like that. Perfect. And that's how you do it. So again, that's in. Make sure your spring's in, push that in. I've polished up the things, sliders. I also put a dab of silicone grease on, and they slide so well now. So I'll show you that once it's built up. I'll show you how well your brakes should be sliding when you do it. So these are amazing, these brake pads. So I've got, these are in, so they're torqued to spec, little paint mark. These brake pads came with a new clip. How good is that? But also this is what I was on about, so see how nice and free that is. That is super slidey and nice, and that's exactly how the brake pad should be. So that is the cleanliness we're looking for. Beautiful. I always just spray a bit of WD-40 off just to polish the surface a little bit more. Beautiful. Just gonna get this built up now. It's very good. Okay, so yeah, that's done. Nice and floppy. We are happy there. Nice and smooth. We've got torque to spec, pad on the right way, clip on, That's torqued, that's done. Over this side, just confirm. We've got new disc, torqued, new thing, clip, pads are in the right way. That's torqued and that's torqued. And Bob's your Uncle, Fanny's your aunt, and all them other relations you never heard of. Let's get the wheels on and get this done. Skadoosh, done. We are finished there. Okay, last job of the job is difficult one. I need this, get that on. And click. So, I hate it when the torque clicks straight away. That means that they are over torqued. So I always gently buzz them up. And then go around them all just one more time. Give them a double click. And we call them done. Right on the invoice, wheels torqued to 120 Newton meters, and then we cover ourselves. Put your wheel caps back on. Done.